What is going on, everybody? Welcome back. We are CCW. I am Nick.
I am Joe.
And we are here to talk about the collision from June 6th, 2026. And with that being said, it's been a great podcast. We'll talk to you guys next time. Um,
Yeah, this was a
oh,
very throwaway episode of Collision.
listen,
Not a whole lot going on.
I've
Unless you like Shane Taylor promotions.
I listen. Before we get too far into this, please remember to subscribe. Stick around to hear our conversation. We're here to be heard, not seen, and we just want
Yeah, you
to
don't want to see these ugly mugs anyways.
we we just want to talk wrestling with y'all. With that being said, this has got to be a top three worst collision I have ever seen.
Yeah, it was very throwaway. Like, very.
It's the wrestling. Like, I don't have a match of the night because I don't think there was any match that truly stood out.
No, it was very uninspired.
Um,
I would say there was one so the ladies main event, they really tried to put on a good show.
and failed. The only good thing about that
And
entire match was the post match, and even then,
I don't disagree. I don't disagree. Even then, it went on too long.
right. There was a good thing that came out of that, and we'll talk about it when we get there. So, match one, AEW Women's Tag Team Championship match, Divine Dominion versus Ty J, and this was everything we knew it would be when we talked about it on fucking on Dynamite. Like, when Ty J lasted the 5 minutes, I gave them props and was like, yeah, they actually looked pretty good for it only, for what little bit that they were stuck in there, and everything looked well put together. Everything
Because it
flowed
was
well.
very rehearsed.
And
'Cause
then
it was very rehearsed.
yeah, and then it was done. But then here, we knew it was going to happen. They were given more
Yep.
time. Everything was super fucking sloppy. People were all over the place. No one's ever seemed to be in the right place for the entire fucking match. There's
Yeah.
Ty J, in my opinion, has no chemistry with anyone ever.
For people who are supposed to be best friends and a tag team who has tagged many times, zero chemistry.
I'm not even talking about with each other. I'm talking about with other teams. There's nothing.
I was talking. It kind of fits in both ways, though.
Yeah. So I don't know. Like, I would rather watch the Brawling Birds wrestle, and that's saying something. All right.
Yeah, because we're not big fans of the birds.
I don't. I just, and I hate to say that about anybody, but
Hey, they don't have Nia Jax level heat yet.
they're close. Um, more Ty Mello than Anna Jay. Um,
See, I thought Anna Jay looked sloppy and unprepared. Where Ty Mello, while all over the place, at least was trying to direct traffic, and her stuff looked like she was trying to get it in and make it look snug.
listen. She has your husband sucks type of go away heat with me. Um,
Her husband is it's not even the mustache. It's just go away. You had your opportunities and you pissed them all away. Go to NXT.
I couldn't get into this match. Divine Dominion win with their double choke slam. Post match, you said you'd missed the ending, so you probably didn't even see this. Ty Mello was sitting on the apron crying into her hands, and I'm like, well, this is terrible character development. I
Yeah,
don't.
you're whiny. That's
Now,
great.
now you want me to root for somebody that cries because they lost a fucking match? Like, I already don't like her. You're gonna make me dislike her even more. This is the most shonen inspired bullshit ever. I don't
Hey. Don't be talking about Shonen now.
hate it.
Yeah, Isekai guy instead.
Yeah, I definitely prefer more violent, vulgar adult stuff than I'm gonna train and be the strongest. Um,
I think you've been overexposed to it.
match two: Shane Taylor versus Alan Angels, I think was his name. Right before the match started, we get Lee Moriarty getting in Nigel's face. And this is pretty much a glorified squash match. Shane Taylor's beating the hell out of the kid. The kid starts to get a hope spot. I say kid. Yeah, I think he's in his late 30s. But he goes to do
Mr. Angel's been around a while.
He goes to do a rebound like dive or something, and Shane again, as always, hits him with a nice punch in the fucking face. Like that's the best move Shane's got. Well, that and his finishing move. I love Shane's punches.
His finish is good too.
It's just
a little
it's a package pile
driver.
But yeah, he hits him in the face and then hits him with a package pile driver, gets the win. I'm like, all right, cool. And then the motherfucker picks up a mic. And if you ever wanted to know what Stokely looked like with titties,
there it is.
I said
he sounds and has the same mannerisms as Big Stoke.
He has the same mannerisms. He has the same facial, like, cause
cues and yeah.
He has the same facial cues and the same like scruffy neck beard that Stoke normally has as well. And
both speak almost the same pitch.
Yeah, I swear to God, for a second I was like, did Stoke gain a lot of weight? Like, what happened?
Right. Now he is Big Stoke.
Oh, so. Anyways, he basically talked shit about the Death Riders. Says no one's been willing to go as far as the Death Riders, but moving forward, Shane Taylor Promotions is going to be the most violent group in AEW, and from here on out, I'm just calling him Fat Stokely.
Yeah, he talked his way into a match for Mox's belt, which he will handedly lose.
Yeah. Which then led to match 3, Infantry and Lee Moriarty versus the Death Riders. And listen, I was high on Infantry the very first time I watched them wrestle, and every single time I see them in the ring, I get less and less interested.
And now you understand why they're on Ring of Honor TV.
I don't. There's something about them, dude, and I don't know what it is, because their moves aren't necessarily bad. I think the BBC is still fucking hilarious.
No, you like them when they're hitting like their tag team moves and stuff like that, because when they're moving and they're hitting that stuff in tandem, it is cool.
But they try to
when they have to wrestle singly, it's bad.
They still try to do, honestly, even then it's not a problem for me. A lot of it is they're just presentation. Like they try to be energetic. And I don't know, it comes off as weird to me.
It comes off as artificial, is the problem.
And I don't know how you fix that at all. So
I don't either.
Anyways, it was Infantry and Lee Moriarty versus Mox Pack and Castagnoli. Basically, my notes said this match sucked. It fell apart at the end. Pack finally hit a clothesline, put Dude in a brutalizer. Dude tapped out because I don't know Dude's name. Death Riders win.
One of the Infantry.
But yeah, like Shane Taylor tried to get involved. Female Xavier Woods tried to get involved. The other chick tried to get involved.
Two chicks I didn't know they had 2 chicks in the group, because I don't remember seeing the other one last week.
I thought they just had the light-skinned chick who I normally see with them when they're on.
Right.
What is it?
Dynamite and stuff. They were on Dynamite, and it was just the light-skinned chick.
It's usually pay-per-views that I see her. Because they're doing pre-shows. But
that's true too.
But yeah, no, I don't know. I like Shane Taylor, as long as he's not talking, might be the only person I like with this whole fucking group. I like when he wrestles. He's a good big guy. He just needs to never talk. Put him in the Don Callis family. Get rid of everybody else, or something. I don't know.
Get him a heater that's gonna talk.
Listen, team him up with Stokely when E and C leave. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
That would be something else.
Anyways, match 4.
It was a throwaway match.
No, you can say that this whole show. You ain't even got to say that phrase ever again for this show. Like every fucking match is a throwaway match. Yep. All of it.
Which is sad because one of them is for the Owen tournament, but even that one was throwaway.
Match 4. Tommaso Ciampa versus a guy
versus Beef
named
Beef.
Beef.
It's Beef.
I don't. Okay. First and foremost, and I mean this sincerely, Ciampa gave Beef too much offense. You will almost never hear me say that, but
Hey, welcome to this side of the argument.
Beef was dominating most of the actual match, and it was so dumb. All of 3 minutes, by the way. This was not a long match. Anyway,
No, it was not.
Ciampa wins with the Walls of Jericho, which was funny. Post match,
After he kneed him in the face, he did his knee. He did his running knee,
he did.
which wasn't even a good one.
Honestly, this was a better
then
Walls
put
of
him in the
Jericho
walls.
than Jericho's used in probably years.
Yeah, hit his knee right in the dude's back.
Ciampa then post match puts Beef. I hate having this conversation. In the Walls of Jericho outside of the ring, and he tells Shivani to bring his stupid mic over. So Shivani gets up and walks over, and he's like, "Tell these people that Tommaso Ciampa is better than Chris Jericho." And he's like, "You're better than Chris Jericho."
I'll break his back.
He's like, "Or I'll break his back." And Shivani goes, "Fine, you're better than Chris Jericho." He goes, "No. Say the
Tommaso
words.
Ciampa."
Tommaso Ciampa is better than Chris Jericho." And finally, Shivani says it, and he grabs the mic from Shivani, and he's like, "That's right, Jericho. You can't hide forever. You snake. We'll find, and then he
This sucks because if they end up feeding Tommaso Ciampa to Jericho's bullshit, I'm going to be very upset.
I just hope there's a way they tie this into something like there's an actual reason because he keeps calling him a snake. I'm almost wondering if they're not going to tie this into like maybe something Jericho did before Jericho left while Ciampa was still there in AEW or WWE. But I don't know. I don't know how you tie this into anything.
Me neither.
Match 5. 1 second. And we're back. I had to kill a spider real quick. Okay. So, Clark Connors versus Juice Robinson, and this is where I realize I hate Juice Robinson's theme song because the first 3 seconds of it makes me think that the old Roseanne TV show's coming on, and then honestly would have been more exciting to watch tonight than this fucking show.
It really would have. Reruns of Roseanne. Yeah, I told Kristen what she said, and she was like, "Why? Why would he say that?"
Did she realize when it
And I
happened?
laughed. Oh, we were starting the match, and he was coming out when I told her that, and yeah, she was just like, "Why?" Like, yeah, that was funny.
Dan. Anyways, so
Dan.
listen, almost nothing worth a damn in this match happened. However, Juice hit a taunt where he was pretending to piss on Clark like a dog from inside the ring to the outside of the ring, and it made me laugh. It's about the only time.
Connors bailed out of the ring and was going to turn around and slide back in, and Deuce was Deuce. I called him
Juice.
Deuce. Juice was there like a dog with his leg arched, like he was going to piss on him as he entered the bottom rope.
Yeah, it was about the only time I laughed tonight. It was great. The rest of this match wasn't, though. Finlay ends up finally hitting Juice. Listen, and I've got a problem with this, and we're about to explain it. Finlay hits Juice with a shillelagh, and then Connors hits the spear for the win. And what bothers me is Finlay came out to hit Juice originally, and Juice stopped him and took him out, and then went into the ring. And you're telling me for the next 4.5 to 5 minutes before he caught the shillelagh in the back that not one of his 3 friends came out to make sure that Finlay wasn't going to get involved again? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Here's the thing. They have history. They know how they operate.
Yeah.
Why did the Guns and them not stay at ringside to have Juice's back anyways? This is lazy booking.
Well,
Just lazy booking.
Connors came out on his own, so I understand why Juice went ahead and came out on his own. That's not my problem. My problem was the moment Finlay came down to interfere, where were your fucking teammates? That's
Right?
where my
Where's your
problem
buddies?
is. Like, at that point, they should come down and make sure, okay, even if it's only one of them, send fucking Colton down, or actually go ahead and send Ace Austin down, because we don't know what the Guns are doing at this point anyways.
Well, we don't want them to get hurt either, so you might as well send the guy who's proven to not get hurt yet.
But yeah, send Ace down. You know what? No. Okay, send Colton down. You need somebody about as tall. About as tall as Finlay. Or actually, he might be taller than Finley. Colton's a tall fucking
He
dude.
probably is. Colton's a pretty big dude.
I don't know how Austin ended up so short in comparison because that whole family is tall as fuck.
Their mother must be a shorter lady. Is the only thing I can think of because Billy Gunn is a massive human being.
Yeah, he is.
We've seen him twice now.
We've stood right next to him as he tried to sell us toys.
Massive human being. Massive human being.
Yeah, he is. All right. So, anyways, they win, and then we get a backstage vignette. Oh, I'm sorry, we missed a whole thing. At some point during all of this, Shane Taylor was beating up Yuta backstage, and then he's like, "I want to see Mox next week in Mox's hometown."
Yeah. Speaking of where is your buddies at?
Right.
Nobody noticed Yuta was gone.
Would you?
I barely want to acknowledge that he's there as well, but who else is Daniel Garcia talking to?
Right. We then get a backstage vignette. It's not really a backstage vignette, it's a vignette where they're hyping up the Survival of the Fittest tournament. At first I thought it was a hype package for Sheeta because she's like, "Oh, I'm mad that all of you think you're better than me and you're not. I'm the best there is. I'm the strongest." And I'm like, that's a lie. Mari would be disappointed. Then Stat comes on and she's like, "Oh, I should have seen who you really were, but and people tried to warn me, but I had to make sure for myself and blah 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 blah."
I'm the dumb baby face, so I'm gonna do dumb baby face things.
And then Harley and Mina are like, "Oh, we're gonna win the fittest of the tournament." And they're like, "Oh, it might come down between us." And then Mina's like, "Oh, you think you can handle it if it does?" And Harley's like, "We're gonna see." And then Aminata in her own little thing is like, "Hey, I'm in this thing too." And then Zeta's like, "I exist." And then
yeah.
I'm most interested in Zeta Steel out of all those because the few times I've seen her wrestle, she's actually pretty fun.
Who do you think's going to win it?
Being honest,
just based on these competitors,
probably Sheeta. Unfortunately,
you think so?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
For all we know, all these women might not even make it because they just did this. But everybody's got to win a one-on-one match with somebody before they get put in the six-pack challenge. So
there could be even more chicks in it.
Yeah, like if the 6 women that are shown in here are the 6 women that end up winning their one-on-one matches, do you know how annoyed I'm going to be?
Foreshadowing.
Backstage, Mox says he wouldn't have done what Shane did unless he was absolutely sure of what he was doing. And he's like, "What if you find out that you aren't who you thought you were?" And he's like, I'm gonna give him exactly what he asked for this week on Dynamite." And this one specific promo annoyed the shit out of me because the people in the arena heard him really well, and we heard that the people in the arena heard him really well because I heard more of what the arena heard than I heard coming from his own mouth.
Production issues.
And it was hard to understand at first. They kind of fixed it halfway through the fucking promo, but by then, I didn't care. I mean, I didn't care before anyways. Like, the production or not, I don't care about this match.
Dude, you know who I feel bad for? The people who paid to sit through this show. Now, okay, yeah, they also probably got a Ring of Honor taping as well. But, dude, because this was a live show.
Yeah.
This crowd was, and they had nothing to get into, but this crowd was dead all night.
Yeah, and we'll talk more about that at the end of this. I got to write a note for something to remember to talk about later.
Note.
Okay, so match 6, AEW Trios Championship match, the Conglomeration versus the worst version of LFI. Listen,
Roosh goes from a heavyweight championship match to a trios match.
When the first time I saw that they were wrestling LFI, I got excited. I didn't see everyone on the LFI team. I just heard LFI, and immediately I was like, "All right, cool," because I've been wanting LFI to actually be the trios champions. And then I found out
you want Beast
I
Mortos,
want Beast
and Roosh.
I want Beast Mortos, not fucking 90s fucking Miami fucking laundromat owner. I don't. I don't want Sammy on my fucking TV. Go to Ring of Honor. Get off my fucking TV. You shouldn't be with this group anyways.
No, it should be Andrade. Should have always been Andrade.
Like, I hope, like, I would love to see Andrade jump him out of LFI himself and be like, I'm in this group, bitch, not you. But why are we putting it, like, what the fuck is Beast Mordos doing? Just because he went and became a lawyer doesn't mean he needs to be lawyering. Get your ass in the fucking ring.
Hey, you're contracted. Your lady was there.
Yeah.
He was probably there backstage. But
Listen.
yeah, why aren't you in this match?
Bulls and Horns should have an actual bull. Let's get this shit going.
Right, and he should be like, "You mess with the bull, you get the horn," and then slap what's his name on the Mordos on the shoulder or something.
And he just runs and does a fucking diving headbutt. Listen, be dope.
Yeah, I would be for it. It's more story than most of this collision.
Anyways, I do love OC and Strong's top rope elbow drop spot. It's always fun.
I like the conglomeration, but this is just paint by numbers at this point.
It is, but that's wrestling. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, but it was this match ever really in doubt?
No. You know why? Because fucking Beast Mordos wasn't in it. It was fucking Sammy.
It was hard to get invested in when you knew the outcome, and it's not like I expect title changes on Collision or anything, but
honestly,
there wasn't even really any good false finishes or anything to like draw you into the match.
No, actually, it had a very confusing ending. Because what happens is OC orange punches Sammy, who had just been pushed into the turnbuckle, which caused Dralistico to fall on his balls and flip into the ring. And then OC just runs over, and instead of pinning Sammy, who I thought was the in-guy person who caught the orange punch, he rolls up Dralistico. And he's trying to do the seatbelt pin, and Dralistico's like not letting him. So he just fucking rolls him up like a normal roll-up, and then it's just fucking over. And a part of me was like, did Dralistico get hurt again?
Maybe.
Because, did he fall off of the turnbuckle into the ring in a way that just kind of tweaked something? And he's like, nope, you ain't doing that pin to me. It hurts. Just pin me. Roll me up. Let's get this shit over with. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. It was awkward.
But the whole match was boring unless Roderick Strong was in the ring wrestling. But it's Roddy.
Yeah.
So, you know. Oh, and Kyle. Honestly, listen, I love the three of them as a tag team. I think they're fantastic together. This just was not. They weren't. It wasn't as entertaining as it should have been.
They didn't really have anything to chew on here. Like, I don't know. It just wasn't it.
And then backstage, the Dogs say they have history with Bang Bang Gang and they're willing to wrestle the Bucks in Cincinnati for the right for the number one contenders. It's like, cool. And they're like, there was also a comment somewhere in there about somebody having a big dick and great beards or something. I don't know. It was weird. I don't need Connor talking about Finley's dick ever.
Yeah, I don't need my other guy friend talking about my my situation. Ever.
But yeah, cool. That happened. And then I got excited for a second because we got a backstage vignette where we saw the Don Callis family beating up people in the background. And I got excited. I was like, yes. And then I seen that they were going to let RPG Vice talk. And I went, no. So anyways, they're talking about how, hey, look, congrats to the Trios champions. Wait. I was wrong. That happened way earlier, didn't it?
What's that?
The backstage vignette, or the backstage thing where they were beating up somebody. Or did I not write that section down? I might not have wrote that section down. Yeah, at some point, they were backstage fighting and fucking fucking some stage people up. I didn't write
this late in the show was the.
It was
here soon. There's going to be a conglomeration and RPG Vice.
That's what this is supposed to be. But as I was reading it, I remembered the thing that happened earlier in the show that I just never wrote down for some reason. Was I that out of it? It's possible.
Well, you probably saw Doyle with Archer and was like, it's not the other. That's the other big guy I don't want him with.
I didn't even mind that, to be honest. Oh, no, yeah, this happened way earlier. I did write it down. It was after the Women's Tag Team Championship match. I was trying to fast forward through it. Because the Don Callis family are beating people back up. They cut. It was RPG Vice talking about they cut cancer out of their family. They're thriving. They were getting jewelry while Takesha's getting a backpack. Blah 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 blah.
Yep.
And honestly, like in my note, I said would have been better had they almost had anyone else talking but them. I don't find RPG Vice entertaining. I just don't. I don't.
No, they're goons. They're just throwaway goons in the Don Callis family now.
And then fast forward to where we're actually at in the show. RPG Vice gives congrats to the Trios champions for their title defense. And they say you should wrestle a real Hispanic man in Andre, someone you've never beaten and never will. And OC goes, "How you know?"
He called him Andrade.
Andrade. Did I call him Andre? My bad. Andrade.
You called him Andre.
Listen, whatever. He's like, "How you know?" And I laughed.
How you know?
And except he didn't even do it in the Andrade way. He just goes, "How you know?" And the dude was like, I think it was Trent Beretta. He goes, "Don't say that."
The sad thing is, like Trent can work.
Actually, I'm pretty sure it was Rocky. I don't think Trent talked during that segment. I'm pretty sure it was Rocky. I can never remember Rocky Romero's name when I'm trying to type out my notes, ever. So I usually just say RPG Vice. Anytime I've said RPG Vice when it was supposed to be Rocky, it's because I don't remember his name.
Now we know.
Basically, by the way, all that came out of that was OC was like, "Yeah, sure, I'll do it," and we're getting a one-on-one match. I thought they were trying to get a trios championship match out of it. That's what I thought was happening there until at the end of the show.
It made more sense.
Well, and then at the end of the show, they announced it was going to be OC versus Andrade, and then I was like, "Oh, I guess it wasn't for the trios." Okay, whatever. Match 7. Women's Owen Hart Championship or tournament match. Hazuki versus Persephone. Listen. Oh my god. They tried so hard to make this match interesting. And the right person won in my opinion because I think they're going to put up a better match that I'm going to want to see against Mercedes.
Persephone and Monet. So I agree. I think it's the better match as well. And Mercedes did her best to try to make it interesting.
Well, so interestingly enough, I didn't think Hazuki was going to be the one that was going to win this match. I thought it was going to be Persephone.
Yeah, that's what we said on Wednesday.
Because I thought they were setting up basically the rematch between these two because Persephone is the one that beat her for the CMLL title.
I changed my mind when I saw that she was selling her eye and stuff early in the match before it even really anything happened. I was like, they're trying to set up that she's not going to win somehow.
Right. But yeah, and then Hazuki didn't even win anything special. She won with a roll up and then wouldn't let go of the pin after the match was over for like 5 more seconds. The ref had to like push her off.
Japanese. Yeah, they should have counted in Japanese. That's even if she's Japanese. I don't even know if she's Japanese. She could be of other Asian descent.
Right.
Her name's Hazuki, so
I'm pretty sure she's Japanese. Ichi-ni-son, damn it. So yeah, that happens. She gets a win with the roll up, and the match sucked, but the right person won. And then post-match, Mercedes attacked Persephone from behind, and I'm like, bitch, that's the wrong one. She didn't win. I was confused.
That one.
But then they played it out where it was like, oh, nope, she's just bitter, right? Because she beat her for the CMLL title. I was like, well, I guess that makes sense, but you have nothing to do with her right now. Like, you got other things to worry about. And then Hazuki finally comes back. She runs in, chases off Monet, turns around to check on Persephone, and then Monet comes in and beats the shit out of her. And then she goes out of the ring, and the refs are like trying to get her to leave, and then Hazuki fucking super dives out of the ring. Listen, and I can't say her name without laughing internally, Hazuki, because all I could think of is Howdy Dukin, and I don't. Listen, ADHD is an amazing thing. So Hazuki is making me think of Hadouken. And then the Hadouken is connecting in my brain to the stupid fucking commercial at the Summer Games Fest.
Howdy Dukin. It's a knockoff.
Oh my.
Rio with a fucking mustache, dude.
Anyways, so Hazuki dives out onto her. That which is, by the way, our image is her somehow being held back by the refs and stuff. But yeah. By the way, so a couple things I think were hurting the thing. The crowd wasn't too good, but to be fair, they didn't give the crowd a reason to be good.
No, they did not.
There wasn't much to cheer. But the crowd not being into it definitely hurts. Not having anybody other than Nigel and fucking Tony to hear on commentary hurts. Like, they really need to find a third person that's not Excalibur to sit with them on Collision. It's a necessity.
Dude, they've got the Ring of Honor guys.
I had tried to tune them out so much, but it's hard. Because they're loud. Like I can't.
The screwed up thing is Nigel's just there to be beefing with fucking Lee Moriarty.
Yeah.
He does more of that than he does commentating.
At this point. But yeah, no, and second off, this is why people have a problem, and you see people talk shit about Collision specifically on Twitter. And why people be like, well, you need to put more moments, like some people will be like, well, you need to put more moments on Collision to make it worth watching. And the reason they say that is because when you don't, and then you randomly do have a moment that happens on a Collision randomly that nobody sees live because people have stopped tuning in because you put out collisions as bad as this one.
Yep.
And they're like, well, why are you putting moments like that on Collision instead of putting them on Dynamite? Well, you guys want us to put moments on Collision? Yeah, but if you're going to do it consistently. Don't give us shit like whatever the fuck this was tonight. I legit feel like Tony was just throwing darts at a dartboard for tonight. That's how this felt.
I wouldn't even say that because you would hit on something on a dartboard.
There was hardly like 3 moments, one self-imposed that were great.
The Mercedes moment and what was the other one? I'm struggling.
I really enjoyed
Beef.
The Ciampa beating up on Beef post-match thing was funny to me.
Yeah, I can see that.
And then
that's why I went immediately to Beef.
The self-imposed funny moment was Fat Stokely. So
Stokely with titties.
Rumble, fat man, rumble. Anyways, yeah, I don't. It was just a bad show. It was, and I'm sure. Yeah. And then you get to the end of the fucking show, and you see people. They're posting people's tweets from online, and it's somebody being like, "This episode of Collision was amazing." Stop fucking lying. Like, you don't need to get your name on TV that fucking bad. It was not a good episode.
No, and we love AEW. We stopped watching WWE because WWE was so bad. So this is like our only wrestling entertainment, and we chose that specifically.
I'm about to start making
the better shows.
I'm about to start making myself watch Saturday night's main event just so I can have something to compare this shit to, so I can still try and maybe find some happiness out of at least these terrible fucking collisions that happen for periodically. Like, this wasn't even a normal collision. A normal collision, I'd have just been like, yeah, some good things happen, some bad things happen. Cool, we move the fuck on. No. This show sucked.
Yeah. Normally, we're just like, it's a collision-ass collision. But yeah, this was just kind of bad.
They need to start having some of their bigger names show up on Collision. That's a part of the problem. Like, this is usually FTR's home. What the fuck are they doing?
Well, they're out because they lost the straps, and they're selling the beatdown they got.
Nah, whatever.
But yeah, FTR is sorely missed. Like you said, they need to put some other top tier, some other top guys on the show, other than Moxley. Moxley's on every fucking show.
Yeah, listen, I like Mox, but he's one of those people I wish they would just pick a show and just have him be there. I don't
Him
need
and
him.
the Death Riders.
I don't need him in the Death Riders twice a week. I just don't.
No, God no.
Anyways, that's gonna do it, guys. So with that being said, thank you all for watching. We will see you for Dynamite
Wednesday
for the summer blockbuster night or whatever it's supposed to be.
for the hopefully a better show.
Yeah, we'll see.
No,
Love y'all.
It can't be worse than this.
Deuces.
Later.